Marquee matchup on the boys' side. 6-1 Central Catholic hosting last year's state champs in Michigan, Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Irish, a little slow to start in the first half. Isaiah Mack Russell doing his part. Hits the three-pointer to cut the second quarter deficit down to just 4. Trey McKinney, the story for much of this game. The future Michigan Wolverine comes away with 2 here. 20 first-half points. Eaglets up 7 at the break. Central hanging around off the rebound. Dre Wardrop waiting down low for the two-hand slam. But St. Mary's gets the victory, 70-62, the final score in that one. As Central Catholic now falls to 6-2 on the season. They will take on Perrysburg on Thursday.
Offensively, we got a little stagnant. It's probably on us a little bit, just trying to run too much stuff and not letting our guys go. But they did a nice job in the second half, trying to, getting the ball out, going, getting up the floor, trying to get in our stuff, and getting the ball in the paint for us.
So Brad Woznicki, Brandon Bosch on the call from Central Catholic, and they join us now to break down a very tight game, a good game that, unfortunately for Central, goes to the other teams.
Back inside the Sullivan Center after tonight's Catholic High School League showdown. This was a Central Catholic team, 2-0 so far in Catholic High School League play, taking on an Orchard Lake St. Mary's team that we knew loaded, but coming in here tonight without one of their leading scorers and Western commit Sherrod Barnes. And we saw Trey McKinney lead the way, game high 26 points, and he had a good supporting cast.
Yeah, and I said it during the broadcast. He was an absolute stud. He was as good as advertised, very impressive, especially in that first half, but really in the third quarter. And I thought what changed for Orchard Lake was when they were able to get those role players involved. You saw what Cleves was able to do, really, really solid off the bench. I like what he did. I like what Hines was able to do. A starter, but I thought he played really well in a different role, because when you don't have Barnes, you need someone else to step up in the backcourt. I thought he did a wonderful job tonight.
Hines finished with 20, while Cleves finished with 11. On the Irish side, they also had their triple head monster there in Manny Johnson, Dre Wardrop, and of course Isaiah Mack Russell. Mack Russell finished with 20, Wardrop had 18, and Manny Johnson had a team-high 21 points. But they go into that fourth quarter trailing by double digits, got as close as 6 there in the end.
And it was impressive. I give them kudos, because it did not look good there for a while, but they battled back. They got themselves back into that game. I thought it was very, very solid. Manny Johnson down the stretch, how impressive was he, just getting downhill, getting all the way to the hoop. I like what we saw at a Wardrop, some really, really good shooting, in Mack Russell. But I think for Central Catholic, if you're going to battle night in and night out in this league on the defensive end, you've got to continue to fight for answers. What is your go-to defensively? And I think when they find that identity, they're already really good. They're going to be nearly impossible to stop.
It's a gauntlet ahead for both teams inside of league play and outside of league play. We know coming up this Thursday, Central Catholic back in action against Perrysburg, a game you can see right here on BCSN. But for now, let's go back to the studio.